Welcome, my beloved audience. Tonight I open a page from the most sacred corner of my heart, one that was written long before I ever knew her fate. This is not just a poem, it is destiny whispered through time. My soul recognized you before my eyes did. Long before our paths crossed, before the world placed us in the same frame, my spirit already knew your presence. There was a quiet familiarity in you, something eternal, something that felt like home even when you were a stranger. I remember the first time our eyes met, it wasn't surprise I felt, it was recognition. As if I had been waiting for that exact moment all my life. The world didn't move, it simply aligned. My heart didn't race, it remembered. There was no need for words, no explanations. My soul whispered, "It's her." And in that moment, every poem I'd ever written suddenly made sense. Every line I'd penned about love, destiny, and longing, all of it led to you. There are loves born from chance, and there are loves born from eternity. Ours was not an accident. It was written in the stars long before we took our first breaths. I believe that certain souls are created together, separated only by time and circumstance, and when they finally meet again, recognition replaces introduction. That's what you were to me, not someone new, but someone found. Every conversation we had felt like remembering, not discovering. Every smile you gave me felt like something I had already lived in another life. Your laughter didn't sound new, it echoed from somewhere deep within me, a sound my heart had been waiting to hear again. When you looked at me, it wasn't curiosity I saw in your eyes, it was knowing, pure and ancient, like two souls greeting each other after a long separation. Even before I could touch your hand, my soul already felt your warmth. I saw you in my dreams long before I saw you in person. I felt your energy in places where you had never been. That's how deeply our souls were intertwined, they called out to each other through the silence of distance and the mystery of time. Some loves are built by moments, ours was built by lifetimes. People often ask me what love feels like, and I tell them this: it feels like coming home. It feels like recognizing someone your heart already knew before your eyes did. It's peace disguised as passion, familiarity disguised as fate. When I met you, I didn't fall in love, I remembered love. You were the missing rhythm in my heartbeat, the forgotten melody my soul hummed in the quiet. You didn't just walk into my life, you awakened it. Every part of me that had been asleep, every corner of my soul that had been silent, came alive at your presence. You brought color to my shadows and calm to my chaos. It wasn't dramatic or loud, it was soft, like sunlight finding its way through clouds. You didn't complete me, you reminded me that I had never been incomplete. Sometimes I wonder how many times our souls have crossed before. Maybe you were the reason behind the poems I wrote years ago without understanding their meaning. Maybe you were the face behind every dream I forgot upon waking. Maybe we have met 1,000 times in different forms, under different skies, and each time, my soul has whispered the same truth: it's you. There's something divine about the way you make silence feel full, the way your presence calms storms I didn't even know existed. You don't have to speak for me to understand you, your energy says everything. It's as if our souls speak a language older than words, one that the world can't translate. That's the kind of love that doesn't just exist, it transcends. In a world full of temporary moments, you are my eternity. You are not a coincidence, you are the proof that love is written beyond sight, beyond logic, beyond time. When I met you, my eyes saw beauty, but my soul saw forever. That's why no distance can erase you, no time can replace you, because our connection was never physical, it was spiritual. So when I say my soul recognized you before my eyes did, know that it's not a metaphor, it's the truth my heart lives by. You are the chapter my spirit was waiting to reopen, the heartbeat my destiny kept safe until I found you. I loved you before I met you, and I'll love you long after the world forgets our names. Because what my eyes saw was fleeting, but what my soul knew was eternal. And that, my beloved, is where forever truly begins.
Sometimes when I close my eyes, I can still feel that first spark, the quiet pull that drew me toward you before I even understood why. It wasn't a spark of surprise, it was a spark of remembrance, like a candle reigniting from an old flame. My soul whispered what my lips couldn't yet say: I know you. I've always known you. And in that moment, the world around us faded, leaving only the truth of two souls finding each other again. Every day since then has felt like unfolding a story we've already written, page by page, memory by memory. When I speak to you, it's not like meeting someone new, it's like continuing a conversation we started lifetimes ago. That's why silence between us never feels empty, it feels alive. Even when we don't speak, I feel you. Even when you're far, I hear you. Our connection is not bound by time or space, it's bound by something deeper, something eternal. Sometimes I think you are the reason behind every road I've taken, every decision I've made, every path that led me to this exact point. Maybe all the heartbreaks, all the waiting, all the lonely nights, they were preparing me for the day my soul would finally recognize yours. And when it did, it didn't just find love, it found home. That's what you've always been, home, even before my eyes knew where to look. When I write about love, people think I'm writing about dreams or fantasy. But the truth is, I'm writing about you. You are the silent muse in every line, the heartbeat behind every word. My poetry isn't an escape, it's a record of recognition, a testimony of how one soul can find another even in a world of billions. That's why every poem feels alive, because you live inside it. There are nights when I wonder if you felt it too, the instant knowing, the unexplainable familiarity. Did your soul recognize mine the way mine recognized yours? Did you feel the pull, that quiet warmth, that sense of returning to something you never knew you lost? I believe you did. Because there's a softness in your eyes when you look at me, a knowing in your smile that says, I remember too. Even when life keeps us apart, I find comfort in knowing that recognition like ours doesn't fade. It lingers, it waits, it survives storms and distances. My soul will always carry yours, even if my arms cannot. That's the beauty of what we have, it's not dependent on the physical. It's not just a connection, it's a continuity. It's what makes me write, what makes me believe, what makes me keep searching for you in every sunrise. So if you ever doubt my love, remember this, my soul recognized you before my eyes did. This is why you feel like the answer to a question I didn't know I was asking. This is why my heart beats differently in your presence. This is why I could never forget you, even if the world forced me to. Because what is born of the soul cannot be erased by time. And in the language of eternity, my soul is still calling yours, always, endlessly.
I never know how deeply she's engraved in my soul, but that's okay. Some feelings are meant to stay sacred, unspoken, eternal. If you ever see me smiling, know that it carries stories untold. Know that it's built from heartbreak, forgiveness, and endless hope.